you, and I am here at the Design Collective. It is closing in to noon. There's going to be an amazing panel discussion, and we have the one and only Sukhdev, who's going to be here talking about his brand new collection that will be launched right here at the Design Collective for anyone to see and purchase. Of course, we'll get to know more as we move along, so stick around right here on High Events, and I'm your host, Tasha Sejal. Is with me right now. How are you?
Good, very well, thank you, and thank you for being here.
Yes, for sure. It was an amazing panel, and absolutely love everything. Can you tell me about how it has been working with Sukhdev?
Oh my God, amazing. Suket and I have been friends, and I just absolutely love the guy. There's a lot of things that we agree on in life, and we have a lot of things in common, so it makes it very easy to then work with Suket.
Okay, and how has it been like coming up to this very moment to opening and launching the collection here at the Design Collection?
I mean, it's been a bit of a stressful week because we opened our second store last Saturday. Then we launched Aviva last Saturday, and then this week we're launching Suket. So the week has been a bit stressful, but I've been very happy and very excited. I love Suket's collection. And one of the main reasons is because of the print and that he does all of his fabric. And the fabric is so interesting because you should have, like, these are like Maharanis and Maharajas. They're like, the Maharanis are taking a selfie, like it's hilarious. And they're like, the Maharajas are playing golf. Like, the prints are so interesting and very quirky. And I like to buy things that I absolutely love and that I can keep wearing because I know that I can style these things differently. So I hope everyone else would also really like it.
I'm with the man himself, Sukhdev. How are you doing?
Fantastic. I'm loving it.
And how has your morning been? The panel was absolutely wonderful.
It's been a great morning. I am recovering from a very bad cold, so it was horrible yesterday, but I'm feeling fantastic. And the cold did an awesome thing, which is I sound better when I have cold, so yeah, it's beautiful.
So how is Sri Lanka treating you so far?
With love, absolutely. This is my third time here in Sri Lanka, and I think I'm in love. I love this place. Yes.
Tell us a little bit more about your collection that we see showcased over there.
Well, the collection over in there is majorly what we call the menswear for women collection. I'm a menswear designer primarily. And we recently ventured into doing women's wear, but I stuck to what my core is, which is menswear, and I sort of made menswear in women's wear sizes. So that's what you'll actually see inside. It's a whole lot of menswear cut in women's sizes. But because it's made for women, we've introduced a lot of color, a lot of texture. You'll see lots and lots of Indian handlooms. You'll see Indian Banarsi brocades, you'll see ikats from Telangana, and there are certain beautiful khadis and malmals from West Bengal. So it's basically traditional Indian fabrics translated into just sort of modern fashion.
Yeah, and there's quite a lot of storytelling on your pieces as well.
Yes, I mean, I draw a lot of inspiration from my own childhood. So usually there's always a story behind whatever I do.
I'm with Akun Show right now. How have you been so far?
Oh, so good. I love Sri Lanka a lot. Yeah, and this time it's only been 4 days, but next time I'm making sure I'm coming back for like 2 weeks.
What really drives you as a journalist?
Storytelling, stories, and that the word. How do I say this? Like, fashion is changing. It means so much more than just what you're wearing today. It's so much more about celebrating individuality, and everyone is different. You have a different story to tell. And, right now, topics like, no borders, the world is growing more populist and things like more protectionist, but designers are going everywhere now. You'll find an Indian designer in London at the V&A and things like that. Like, it's just more inclusive in environment because everyone is different, and that's very fun to celebrate even as a writer.
So in the few days you've been here, what can you tell about fashion in Sri Lanka compared to India?
Um, so I feel like where my eyes go, because a lot of it is very similar to India, but where my eyes are going are towards all the batik things. I just think that's what is most innate to this country, and like when that's celebrated the most, it's amazing. And of course, I also pointed out that I love the uniforms that everyone was wearing. Oh God, there's just something so like meticulously put together about those uniforms, and they're like nothing else around the world. I can tell you that. Whoever's designing these, well done, good job.
With Indy right now, how are you doing this morning?
Great.
It's pretty much afternoon now. It's how has the panel been?
Oh, it's been great. Like a lot of knowledge. I loved it. I loved it, and I learned a lot of insights to the same business that we are in. So how to like find a balance in between the emotional and the business aspect of it as well, which is very very knowledgeable.
So Indy, tell us about what you saw today, the collection that's been launched right now by Suket Deer.
Yeah, I think what about his stuff is like feels so amazing. I've been like touching all of it, and the prints amazing. I picked up a piece for myself. I just love it. You can see the story behind it and everything, just at one glance, and it's very unique and looks very light and inside is much more nicer, so it feels good on your skin. So those kind of like little elements, even he emphasized in his when he was talking. He pays more attention for inner of the garment, so I could see that in his collection.
So Indy, how have you been, and how's everything else with you and your business?
Great, it's the season for me. I'm into a bit of bridals as well. Hoping to be at TDC soon as well, so a lot going on.
I'm with Rukshi right now. Rukshi, how has your morning been? Kind of a brunch morning, right?
Yeah, it's actually a excited morning.
How has it been? Have you checked out the collection?
Just did, and it's amazing. Like the quality wise, the prints, like what he has used as lining, like he said also, it's like amazing collection. Yeah.
And you see yourself wearing it, and yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
of course. Yeah, I am waiting for my husband to like finish his talk to take him there.
I'm with Amilani right now. How has your afternoon been?
Oh, it was lovely. I mean, I was inspired by his work, the way he carries himself, and even when I was going through the garments, I learned so much. It was so enlightening. Yes.
Is there anything in particular that stood out for you after you checked out the collection?
Especially the prints. I mean, Suket is amazing with his prints and these whimsical ideas of, these Maharanis taking selfies and things like that. That is just so cute and out of the box thinking, but yet keeping things from his roots. That's pretty amazing, and that's what we need in a designer, and to show that what they're made of, but taking it to a next level and looking it and making it current to the society now. So that's amazing. I just love it. And the fabrication is amazing. What I learned the most is that how much he invests in fabrics and how much he thinks about the wearer's comfortability. That's pretty amazing.
I'm standing next to Gayantha right now. How are you doing this afternoon?
Doing really great. It's an early Saturday morning for me.
But you made it.
I made it. TDC has always been a store that I've loved visiting. They've got everything. They've got something for men, they've got something for ladies, and now they have Suket Deer, who covers both those angles.
And have you checked out the collection? Tell me what you like about it.
Oh my God, I've been a big fan of his. He's making waves in this subcontinent, and really excited that he's partnered up with TDC to retail here in Sri Lanka now. It's I would say it's a very interesting color choice that men would really identify with. I'm already seeing it flying off the racks. I looked at a coat and it was just gone like that. So if you have any favorites from the collections you've seen from his, you should drop by to TDC and pick it up ASAP.
Thank you to Shahidi for bringing us together for this. We had to say yes. So as you know, Suket has won the Woolmark Prize, which for little context has been won by Yves Saint Laurent in the past, and Karl Lagerfeld of Fendi and Chanel, and our own India representation here. And we are going to talk about a lot of things, starting with what made you start Suket the label.
I got into fashion thinking that I'll do women's wear. And maybe putting in context, I'm in Sri Lanka right now, I want to do women's lingerie. That's the reason I went to design school. But I'm a very lazy person. So once I graduated, I realized that it's much easier for me to think for myself and design for myself. So I look at the mirror and design. So the irony was I got into design thinking I'll do lingerie, but I had nothing to do with women for the next 8 or 9 years. And we've recently, this year, we've launched our first menswear for women collection. That's most of which you'll see here at the store. And this happened because my wife, she loves stealing my clothes. And she's been sort of wearing a lot of my shirts and pants. I used to be skinny at one point in time, so she fits into all of those.
So it's a lot of fun for a journalist when you have a character like Suket, who is a designer, because he is full of stories.
Wonderful launch it has been, and what a beautiful morning brunch here at the Design Collective. You saw the launch of Suket Deer's collection, and it has been absolutely magnificent. You should definitely check it out right here at the Design Collective. And behind me, as you can tell, so much of people enjoying everything that they see on this panel right here. So definitely stay tuned right here on High Events as we give you more. I'm your host, Tasha Sejal.